Alright, welcome to today's video. Today we are back with more of the Sword and Shield in-game ranked doubles ladder. We have a brand new team for a brand new month of ranked doubles, and today we have our, what I'm calling Hex Spec. It is Spectrier with Hex, and many ways to status our opponents so Hex becomes very strong. So Spectrier, obviously one of the new Pokemon in the Crown Tundra DLC. It's a ghost pony that's very fast and very strong, special attacking wise. So what we have here, I don't see a lot of Spectriers running Hex though and focusing the strategy around Hex. I think part of the reason of this is because Tapu Fini is so strong and preventing status conditions of Pokemon that are touching the ground. So for that very reason, we have tried a few ways to try and get around it. We have the Rillaboom here with the Grassy Surge and the Assault Vest to, come out. It's a very good counter to the Tapu Fini, not only set our own grassy terrain, so then we can then, Thunderwave with the Grimmsnarl, Spore with the Amoonguss, or Will-O-Wisp with the Rotom, but also the Rotom itself with its Thunderbolt. Super effective against Tapu Fini. Grassy Glide on the Rillaboom, it's an Adamant Rillaboom. And then, we also have a Swampert here as kind of our alternate attacker to Spectrier. Spectrier is the special attacker, Swampert's going to be the physical attacker with a nice typing of Water Ground, a very good, bulky water with that Rindo Berry. So this is what we're going to be going in with. Again, the goal, Hex is a move, normally only does 65 base power damage, doubled up to 130 base power damage when the opponent is status. That's why we have, again, the Thunder Wave on the Grimmsnarl with that Prankster Thunder Wave. We also have the Spore on the Amoonguss and the Will-O-Wisp on the Rotom to, sway off those physical attackers, especially if there are any, we're trying to think about how to protect the Spectrier as well. Ghost is not a type that has a lot of weaknesses. It's obviously weak to Ghost and weak to Dark, so we have, the Will-O-Wisp to help hopefully lower the damage that, Dark Pokemon will do. Unfortunately, the then problem with that is, a Pokemon like Urshifu, the Dark type Urshifu, who can crit us through that burn. We then have the Grimmsnarl to counter that with the Spirit Break. Should do a ton of damage if we come up against any of those. So, I'm feeling pretty good. Thunder Wave, slow things down. Spore is obviously Sleep is the best status condition when it really comes down to it. You essentially take one of your opponent's Pokemon out of the game, or both of them if you're able to get the double Spore off. And then Spectrier is going to come in and hit hard. We do have the Dark Pulse and the Shadow Ball for a little bit of coverage of Shadow Ball if we're not able to get our Hex off. But, Shadow Ball is, doesn't have the highest base power. We really want to get that, 130 base power Hex in if we are able to status our opponents. So we're going to get right into this. You can see the rental code down there. There's also a Pokepaste if you want to try this team out in the description below. Team is maybe a little gimmicky. Not exactly sure how well it's going to do. It's just something I think I really wanted to try, and I think is going to be really fun, especially if we are able to get a huge Spectrier sweep with all of these status conditions. So let's get right into battling with this team. Alright, we've got our very first battle here it's going to be against Gladio. We did our starting this season in rank 5, so already halfway to Master Ball tier. We like that. And as far as this team goes, no terrain. This is actually one of the best case scenario teams we can face. I mean, again, we talked about this earlier. The thing that really scares us is that Tapu Fini with the Misty Surge. So when we're not seeing that, we're pretty happy. We do have to be scared of the Max Sylveon that could mess us up. And also, let's see, the Pangoro is a Dark type, so that's the only thing that our Prankster Thunder Wave is not going to work against. But I think what I'm thinking here, we have the Screener, Grimmsnarl. If we're really worried, if the Pangoro does come out, I think what we do is we just set the Reflect up, and we might even end up switching out. But I really think that we'll start with the Spectrier. Grimmsnarl is kind of like the default mode for this team. Then in the back, I do kind of think maybe it's going to be Pangoro. If I had to guess, it's going to be Pangoro Talonflame. They're going to want the Tailwind set up, which I think means in the back we are going to want the Rotom. And then I think finally the Rillaboom is a good option for us in the late game. So we'll go with this start to begin with. Right, into our first battle here. Pretty excited for the new, the ranked ladder resets. The same rules, the same Series 7 rules, but the ranked ladder is reset for the month, so we have a new month, a new chance to try and get to Master Ball. I think with us starting, at the beginning of the month, it's going to be a lot easier for us to obtain that goal. It's going to be the Talonflame. Ooh, I like that shiny. That's very nice, actually. But they are going to do the Talonflame and the Auroras. It's going to set the snow. Not too worried about that. If they have a sash on the Talonflame, it breaks their own sash. I'm really not worried about the Talonflame. I'm actually not really worried at all. I think I just want to Hex the Auroras and Thunderwave it. Just to get a good 130, Hex off. Unless if they switch out into the Pangoro here from the Auroras, that's pretty big brain. We are going to get the Thunderwave off to set that up on the first turn. Spectrier should... Well, Talonflame is going to get... Oh, the Taunt off. Okay, so we got our Thunderwave off. We're now taunted. And Spectrier is going to use a Hex. This is going to do some good damage. That's actually going to one-shot the Auroras. 130 base power Hex. Just pop, pop. Very nice. We do get the Grim Knight boost off, so, that's one thing I didn't talk about this. The Spectrier just gets stronger, which is amazing for us. Oh, it's Safety Goggles Talonflame. Okay, that makes sense. I was kind of thinking it was Focus Sash. They are going to bring the Pangoro out. Definitely scary for us. What that means, though, is I think we're going to want to switch into... I'm predicting a dark move coming in here. I think actually switching into the Rotom with the Spectrier and then going for the Spirit Break on the Pangoro is going to do some serious damage. So I like this play to start with. The thing we're going to have to do really well in this game is position our Pokemon, not get hit by, we need to keep our Spectrier alive and make, strong switch-ins. I'm guessing he's maxing the Pangoro here. Didn't pay attention to what ball it came out of, but guessing this is a max Pangoro, which is totally fine for us. Not really sure. I haven't faced a lot of Pangoros, even in Showdown. I'm not really sure what the speed tier is. I'm guessing we're faster with the Rotom. Oh, he's going to Talonflame, though. Okay. We're going to Tailwind. That'll make his Pangoro faster. He's in the max Steel Spike. Oh, into the Grimmsnarl. Okay, I definitely expected a dark move to go into the Spectrier. So that was pretty big brain by him. I really hope we don't set off a weakness policy. That does half damage. No weakness policy. Okay, very nice. Let's see, I'm guessing another... Am I still taunted? I think I'm still taunted. Yeah. I'm guessing another... I honestly kind of like max Thunderbolting here. Into the Pangoro. We don't really want to max the Spectrier. It's not really a great max candidate for us. Rotom is a nice max candidate. He took pretty good damage from the Spirit Break. It's probably not going to kill. I'm assuming we're about to take a Spirit Break to the face. Or another Steel Spike. He's boosting up his defense, which is fine because we're mainly special attacking from here on out with our Rotom and our Spectrier, or two main attackers here in this matchup. We're gonna get the taunt into the Willow, or taunt into the Rotom, completely fine. Max Knuckles gonna come in and into the Rotom. Interesting. Max Lightning is gonna come out. Is this gonna kill? Pretty close, but the Spirit Break will finish off the Pangoro. Alright, so Pangoro goes down. Talonflame has got a defense boost and a attacking boost. He did use Taunt this turn, though. Take a little bit of Hail Chip. Still taunted, I believe, for one more turn with the Grimmsnarl. The Sylveon's going to be the last one to come out. I want to max Lightning. I'm trying to think about the Sylveon. I'm assuming the Sylveon's going to Hyper Voice. I think it's max Lightning into the Talonflame. And switch out... Do we want to switch into the Spectrier? I'm trying to think exactly what's going to happen here. I don't want... I think we can switch into the Spectrier from here. I kind of think they're going to attack the Rotom. Although, and I think if they attack the Grimmsnarl, it's going to be fine enough that Spectrier is going to be able to tank whatever's coming in. Talonflame is going to taunt again. Hyper Voice is going to come off. You're going to do about half to Spectrier. Rotom's going to take it really well. Max Lightning is going to come in. This should one-shot the Talonflame. Very nice. We don't get the boost from our electric types because we're not touching the ground because of Rotom's Levitate. That's completely fine, though. And now it's just the Sylveon versus the Rotom and the Spectrier. We still have another max turn with Rotom, I believe. Yep, we do. So I think what we're just going to do here is, I think Max Flare. Yeah, Max Flare into the Sylveon. Sylveons are generally decently tanky. We'll be completely fine, though. And then this is why we do have the Shadow Ball in the event that we don't get to set up for the Hex. We do want to Shadow Ball for a bit more damage. That's going to do half to the Sylveon, which is nice. Hyper Voice is going to come in. It's going to knock out our Spectrier. But Rotom should get the kill here for the nice 3-0. Oh, Sylveon tanks that. It does. Oh well, I got rid of the. That's funny. I got rid of the. I can't words right now. I got rid of the. So we'll just Rillaboom. Rillaboom's gonna be able to fake out the Sylveon for a win. I got rid of the Hail. That's what I was thinking of. I did think that we are fairly specially attack invested. The Sylveon, I think Sylveons are just, for me, they're generally a little tankier than I, tend to think they're going to be. But this will be a pretty straightforward fake out for the win with our Rillaboom here. Priority fake out. Not sure if he's... Well, I wasn't sure if he was going to run or not. Get the fake out here. Sylveon goes down. And like I said, just slightly prematurely, we get the nice 3-0 in this first game of the season for us. Of the new season. All right, hopefully we'll get into our next game very quickly here. Go forward and tell you that. We are moved all the way up into Tier 6 already, which is really nice. All right, we've got our second battle here against Chris 184. He has an interesting team. The Glastrier, so the other pony, the other Crown Tundra pony, we've got the Ghost one, they've got the Ice one. Not a Trick Room, though. And he's also got the Barrascuda. I don't see how it sets the brain, though, for itself. I mean, it must set it for itself is what its strategy is thinking. I'm kind of thinking, if I'm my opponent, and I'm leading Whimsicott, Cinderace, maybe? Glastrier is a very slow Pokemon. I'm not really sure what the strategy for that is. The Amoonguss is not going to be able to spore a number of his team there. Grimmsnarl should be fine. I don't really see how they're setting up any terrain to prevent the Grimmsnarl. In the back, I think I like Swampert in this one. Good against the Cinderace, good against the Toxtricity, good against the Ferrothorn, and then finally, I'm thinking Rillaboom is a nice Pokemon. So I think that's the 5 we're gonna go with. Just, you know, change up who's in the back this time. Did have a number of physical attackers. I wonder if the Rotom would have been good for the Will-O-Wisp. Okay, Whimsicott Cinderace. That's pretty much what I was thinking, actually. Which means I'm thinking it's going to be a Tailwind Max Flare. Or Max, whatever his Max Fire move is. I wonder if we just go... if he changes... Is he going to be faster after the Tailwind? Even with the Paralysis? Because if he changes to Fighting... Hex is going to be a big miss. Cinderace is very fast. I'm assuming even after Paralysis, he's still going to be faster. Which kind of almost makes me... I think what I want to do is actually Hex the Whimsicott and set up a Reflect. I should have... Actually, I should have Shadow Balled the Whimsicott if I was going to do that. That's fine. Alright, they are going to get the Tailwind off. We set up Reflect. Gunk Shot's coming in. Changing its type to Poison. Into the Grimmsnarl. He barely lives that. Wow. Oh, but it gets Poison. He's 100% going to go down to this Poison. Oh, it's so unfortunate. I wish I Shadow Balled here. Oh, Shadow Ball probably would have even killed too. Okay. Ah, so unfortunate. I got statused myself. They statused me. And that's a problem with what we've brought now too, is that Spectrier doesn't have another statuser with him because he can't set status up for himself, and we didn't bring our other 2 statusers. I think what this means is we're going to want to bring the Swampert. And I think I'm going to be maxing the Swampert this game. Let's Shadow Ball into the Cinderace. And I think what I want to do is actually max Quake into the Cinderace as well. That'll give us a special defense boost. We've already got the Reflect boost going off. Both his Pokemon are going to be faster though. Swampert, I actually didn't mention when I was building. Swampert is minimum speed. Swampert's already a very slow Pokemon. There's so much speed control in the metagame right now that I went with minimum speed Swampert to have a chance to have someone who's incredibly and surprisingly slow for Trick Room teams. Because he's already going to be slow anyways. If we run into any speed control like this, he's already going to be the slowest Pokemon with his fairly low, like base 60 speed or something like that. So we are running minimum speed Swampert in the event that we face a Trick Room team, so he can, you know, definitely surprise some of our opponents. Let's see. He did U-turn out with the Cinderace into the Barraskewda. Interesting. Oh, Whimsicott Endeavors. Endeavor Whimsicott. Have not seen that. Wow. Shadow Ball is going to go into the Barraskewda. Get it very close to be knocking out. Oh, that hurts our... We don't get the Grimnye, unfortunately, because Swampert is the one that knocks out the Barraskewda and not the Spectrier. Let's see, that's turn 3 of Tailwind. Or no, turn 2 of Tailwind. So we still have to deal with Tailwind for 3 more turns. They're sending out their Glastrier. This Pokemon is so slow, I actually think it's not even fast in Tailwind. I'm assuming it's maxing. So what I want to do... I'm thinking is max Quaking again and double up the Glastrier. Whimsicott, we've seen Tailwind, we've seen Endeavor. It's very low. It doesn't really seem super prudent to attack into it. Our Spectrier is definitely going to get to attack first here, or at least attack before the Glastrier. Does max his Ice Pony. I'm assuming it's weakness policy. That just tends to be what this thing runs. But we're not going to be hitting it for super effective right now. It's going to Endeavor again. Shadow Ball is going to go in. It's going to do just under half. Oh, it crits as well. Yikes. Max Knuckles going to come in to the Swampert. He takes that because he's just an absolute tanky beast. And it's going to max Quake. God, the Glastrier is just so bulky. Alright, this turn is my last turn. I want to Shadow Ball the Glastrier and Max Guard with the Swampert. I'm assuming another double up into Swampert, honestly. Glastrier did already get the boost. Dang, I wonder if 2 Shadow Balls even kills this Glastrier. I'm also wondering if he's considering max guarding. That could be pretty smart of him. It might have been a mistake to just be ignoring this Whimsicott the whole game. We are going to max guard, going to be the only one max guarding. Whimsicott's going to Moonblast into the Spectrier. We take, not too much there. Shadow Ball comes in. Is that another crit? And he's going to max Hailstorm, which is going to be guarded. Perfect. Tailwind is going to peter out. I really don't think that's going to change too much of the speeding here. Except, I guess our Glastrier is going to be faster than the Whimsicott. I'm assuming it's just going to... Yeah, I'm assuming it's just going to be another... He is probably going to Tailwind, honestly. So I like here... I'm assuming the Glastrier... Well, the Glastrier is going to be faster. I'm fine with actually just... But we're going to kill it first with the Spectrier, right? Unless he max guards. So that makes me actually want to... just liquidate. Or high... let's liquidate into the Whimsicott. Maybe should have considered flip turning. Oh, Whimsicott is still going to be very quick. Okay. Yeah, without a crit, though, we're fine there. Shadow Ball comes in to kill the Glastrier, and then... Is Liquidation going to... I think, even though it's not super strong, Liquidation should kill the Whimsicott. And he doesn't have a Tailwind set up. We get the Grim Nye. And it's... Oh, the Cinderace is the last Pokemon. Okay. Liquidation does get the kill. That's actually important, because now it's just the Cinderace. The Cinderace is incentivized here to use a fighting move. I kind of think he's going to go into the Spectrier, which means I want to protect with the Spectrier, and then probably just Liquidation is fine. Actually, Flip Turn. Because if we Flip Turn, we can Fake Out next turn. So we see what he's thinking. I kind of think he's incentivized to either... I kind of think he wants to just high jump kick. There is a risk with that of missing the shot. High jump kick into Swampert. He could be playing it safer. He should be faster than my Glastrier, which means he may want to use a Gunk Shot into it or a Pyro Ball. He's going to low sweep. Change his type to fighting into the Swampert. Which is, it's okay. To be expected. which means we do have the Rillaboom coming in here. Unless he has Protect, he's going to eat a Fake Out. I kind of almost want to Shadow Ball because I think he's going to try and go into... But if he goes into fighting, he just gets faked out. So we... the Dark Pulse. Is he going to... Nope. Wait. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. He didn't change his type to normal. We still hit fighting. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. I'm just, like, outplaying myself. Okay, we Shadow Ball into the Cinderace and fake out the Cinderace. If he has Protect here, he should Protect. Okay, he doesn't have Protect. That does really good damage. We flinch him. Shadow Ball. This should be a kill. Okay, I don't know why I was outthinking myself. For some reason in my head, I'm like, Ghost can't hit fighting, but we're completely fine. Spectrier does go down to its Life Orb, so we are going to get a nice 1-0 victory with a full health Rillaboom coming in, doing its job, and just fake outing like it should do. But both games, Rillaboom fakes out in the end. That's all he does. That's fantastic. He's a fake out machine. That's 2-0 for us. 2 wins to start the season. Let's see what our opponent had here. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's to be expected. Okay, what was this? Low Sweep, Gunk Shot, Pyro Ball, U-Turn. Low Sweep is interesting. It's, you know, I guess a good alternative to the High Jump Kick if you're scared of missing. But then the Whimsicott, Tailwind Endeavor, Trick Room, Whimsicott. Tailwind Trick Room? Tailwind Trick Room. Huh. If it's a Prankster Trick Room, does that actually override the -6 of Trick Room? I kind of like that. That's interesting. Then we had the Ferrothorn we didn't see. Glastrier is invested in defense and HP. That makes sense. And special defense as well. Wow, interesting. So it's a very... But it's a positive speed nature, so it's not minimum speed. So the Trick Room is interesting as well. Huh. Close combat, I mean, that's pretty standard right there. That's a very interesting Glastrier. Not being adamant, but instead being jolly. And then the Barraskewda, we didn't really get to see do anything because it just took a shot, but yeah. It's the Propeller Tail, interesting. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We get the nice 2-0 to start December. Very happy with that. Moving closer and closer to that Master Ball tier. I will see you guys in our next video. Have a great rest of your day.